Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of The Mask of Mists. The Mask of Mists is an action-adventure game in the first-person view in which you are immersed in exploring the world full of magic and dangers. So I would like to thank the developers for giving me a key for this review. I really appreciate when developers, want to help YouTubers that have not many views. So this is very surprising for me. So before I started the game, I didn't even know anything about it because I never even heard of it. And before I started playing, I just saw some screenshots and I thought it was interesting. The game really surprised me in a positive way. This game is, by the way, around 12.5 euros on Steam. Maybe the same with dollars, I don't know. So let's talk about the graphics. The graphics are cute in its own way. They kind of remind me of a game called The Witness, which was also a puzzle solving game. But this game isn't that complex or philosophical in its story as The Witness. But that doesn't mean that this is a game that's not worth buying. This game actually showed me that even with decent graphics and some solvable puzzles and riddles, it can still be fun to play. The gameplay isn't something out of this world. I mean, you have a sword and you have a gun. Later you get like a magical sword and you get like a gun that deals more damage. And what I really like about this game is that everything, and I really mean everything you find or pick up or examine in the world has its purpose for something. So I often found myself finding things and realizing that it was for something all the way on the other side of the map that I needed it for solving. So that being said, there are also moments where I just didn't know where to go, which in my opinion can be good and bad. Good in a way that the game doesn't tell you where to go and points, and it has like a mini map and shows you like GPS sign where to go exactly, and it kind of is showing me and telling me actually to figure it out on my own. The bad side is that by the end of the game I kind of didn't know where to go because I had to find a key for a graveyard for the gate. There are also dungeons in this game, and you have to finish 6 dungeons to complete the story. Each dungeon has a sort of a puzzle to reach it, and inside you can find many enemies and loot. So combat in this game isn't that complicating. It has 3 different enemy types and 1 boss battle at the end of the game. As I already said, you have a sword, you have a gun. You can, swing sword and shoot. I kind of wish I could ask the developers why they didn't think of a better enemy design, because even though this game is a fantasy world and it kind of is pretty environment, it has pretty environment. I mean, enemies are like pinkish, like it's a girl's game or something. I mean, I don't mean that makes it bad or anything. I just wanted to point out that they could have picked a different color, or for example a different or better enemy design. Because to be honest, they also aren't that difficult. AI in this game isn't also good, so I recommend everyone to play this game on the hardest difficulty. They do a lot of damage, but they are very easy to kill, and especially after you acquire a gun, you can shoot them just 2 times. So this game also has an alternative ending, which requires you to obtain around 10 or 15 stone masks. I don't really know right now, but I think I only needed 2 more. But I was really looking everywhere and I couldn't find them. Maybe they were in a temple or somewhere. But I even wanted to look online to see where they are, but I couldn't find any guides, which is a shame, unfortunately. I just couldn't find them. There's also a crafting system, but there are only like 4 recipes in the game, and the recipes you find through the map, and you can like make a rust recipe to make rust disappear, or a health potion, or explosive potion. What else? The negative also is that it was kind of annoying when you exit and enter a building or a temple, because it takes like 10 to 15 seconds, while on PC it took much longer, much shorter. On the PC it took much shorter time to load, and all I can say is that if you're looking for a very deep game that tells like an unforgettable story, or gameplay that has like features that other games don't have, then forget it. But if you're looking for a relaxing game and that's kind of enjoyable and it's not that short, then this is maybe for you. I also want to say that the puzzles aren't that difficult, but I still kind of enjoyed them until the end. I might even go for a platinum on this game, because the only thing I need to do is gather 2 more stone masks. So it took me maybe 2 days to finish this game. I played around 5 to 8 hours, and in my opinion, for its price, this game is worth buying. If you're interested to buy it, I will leave a link in the description. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure you hit that bell notification to get notified every time I post a video. And I will see you in the next video. Until then,